Alexander? I asked, not understanding what was going on, as my mind was still foggy from sleep. However, it was clearing up as I put the pieces together. Are you okay? He jumped up as he heard me talking to him. I'm fine. I needed a moment. I'm sorry for waking you. He began to walk back to his room, but I grabbed his arm. Alex, I know we just met, but you can talk to me. This? I gestured to the rest of the apartment. It's gotta be hard. I'm here for you, so let me try again. Are you okay? He sighed, turning back around to face me. After what your friend Faith said, I began thinking about what I did. I was so busy to protect my legacy, I didn't realize that I had taken everyone down with me. I didn't know she had a child. She was just trying to keep them alive, and I used her. And my Eliza, oh, my dear Eliza, I ruined her. I humiliated her. He choked out a sob. Then I sent my son off to die. He wanted to duel, and did I try to stop him? No. Instead, I gave him my guns and I shooed him off. I feel like she never forgave me. And last but not least, I lied to my Eliza. I left her waiting, thinking I was at a meeting. I failed, and now I may never see her again. I guess Miss Faith was correct. I'm just an a-hole. He slid back down onto the wall, returning to the position that I found him in. I slid down next to him. Now, I can't understand based on experience, but I will tell you this. Maybe this is your second chance to make things right in the world. Yeah, you messed up big time, but that was 200 years ago. We can put it in the past. Faith is able to get over it. It'll take time, but it'll happen. And Eliza? If I remember correctly, she established the first private orphanage in New York City. Hang on. I stood up, grabbing my laptop, careful not to wake up the other men. I sat back down next to Alex. I googled Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton and read her section about the orphanage. Yeah, she actually said, I helped raise hundreds of children, and I get to see them growing up. In their eyes, I see my dear Alexander. Oh, I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell my story? I read from the screen. From the looks of it, Alex, she forgave you. I looked up to see Alex covering his mouth with his hand. I moved the computer from my lap and pulled him into a hug. He buried his head into the crook of my neck and began to cry. I rubbed circles on his back and held him for what seemed to be about 20 minutes. Soon enough, he pulled away, wiping his eyes. Thank you, Nominee. I really needed that. He checked his pocket watch. I suppose it is rather late. I should go back to bed. Standing up, offering me his hand, I accepted, pulling myself off the ground. Good night, Miss Nominee. Good night, Alexander. I replied, closing my bedroom door. I crawled back into bed, noticing that Faith was still asleep. I checked my phone to see that it was about 4 a.m. I sighed. Setting my phone back on the desk, I decided that it would be best to get as much sleep as possible, knowing that tomorrow was going to be a long day.